First tonight, we are hours away from a day-long ceremony to honor fallen IMPD Officer Breann Leath. Good evening, everyone. I'm Brooke Martin.
And I'm SANCHEZ. Thank you for joining us this evening. And because of the coronavirus pandemic, just about everything will look different from previous services, including the location. Wish TV's Dan Klein joins us now live from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway to explain. Dan?
Yeah, Officer Breann Leath will be arriving here in about 9 hours. This is unlike anything that IMPD or IMS has ever done. As I talk with a lieutenant who oversaw her field training as well as a family friend, he's just fine with that. Breann Leath.
I could tell she was really coming into her own.
An officer, a mother, a life taken too soon. Lieutenant Michael DeHart was the coordinator of the field training unit when Leath was fresh out of the academy.
As far as she went, she had no issues at all.
Then last May, he ran into her again, called to assist a chaotic scene involving a DUI. At a time when many rookies would have let it get out of control, not Leath.
That stuck out to me that she handled it so well. Didn't get mad about it. No, didn't get mad about it and just handled it professionally and it was a mess, trust me.
Although just the fact she was Officer of the Month already speaks volumes when she bought a meal for a victim of fraud.
It's very rare.
Now that life, that shining star, is gone before it really had time to shine, which is what's perhaps the most unfortunate.
I hate it even more because they don't see the positives. You know, it's ended so young, and there's so many positives in public service. You know, there's so many positive things we do, and she was just getting into that.
But DeHart's ties to the Leath family go way back. DeHart worked with her mom when she was a control officer, and he was working the late shift. Then he helped train her father as a new sheriff's deputy more than 20 years ago. As we reported Tuesday, they released this video.
That speaks a lot. It really does, that they're able to pull it together, and you know, because they have to be hurting. I'm a father of 4, and I can't imagine.
As for DeHart, his way to help and his way to grieve, to serve in the East Precinct during the funeral so that others can attend. And while so much of this ceremony will be unlike the last 61 in IMPD's history, he believes that's not a bad thing.
I think they need to honor her in this very different way. It won't be specifically traditional, but in a way it's going to be uniquely her.
Uniquely her indeed, something the department and the city as a whole will never forget. In fact, this will be the first funeral here at Indianapolis's most iconic landmark. And Lieutenant DeHart tells me he hopes the community will watch at least a portion of the funeral and the procession, be reminded and appreciate her sacrifice, and also be reminded of the heroic work that so many people do every day across the city. Reporting live outside IMS, Dan Klein, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and be sure to follow us on Facebook.
Dan, thank you very much. And here is a look at that procession route for Officer Leath. It starts at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, then heads downtown to Monument Circle and past IMPD and Sheriff's Department headquarters. It will then head to the IMPD's East District headquarters for the final 1042 out of service call. The officers will then go to I-70 to I-65 and to Crown Hill Cemetery. Now, due to the stay-at-home orders, people wanting to view the procession are asked to follow social distancing guidelines. That means not gathering in groups and staying at least 6 feet apart. And due to the coronavirus pandemic, the public not able to attend Officer Leath's funeral. Wish TV, though, will be providing live coverage. Join us for News 8 at 11 a.m. with Scott Sander with services at the Speedway. We'll also bring you live coverage of the procession and graveside services.